Alright guys, we're live. Something over there. What the heck it is. Guys, we are live. Trying to catch a pet gar. Or anything cool really. Doesn't have to be a gar, just anything cool for the pool pond that we can catch for it. And usually at night is when all cool stuff comes out, so we're gonna give it a shot. Hear a lot of jumping and splashing, so that's usually a good sign. I just gotta be careful with alligators out here at night and raccoons and such, but it'll be fine. I'm not worried. I know how to handle animals in that kind of situation, so. Got a piece of shrimp on there. Nothing fancy, just a little shrimp circle hook. And we're good to go. I see stuff moving, I just don't know what the heck it is because it's so dark. Something is interested because the bobber moves a lot when I throw it. Oh yeah, that's a big giant ripple right there. I hope you guys can see that. Look at that massive ripple. I don't know if you guys can see, but that little dot right there, where my finger's pointing, hopefully you guys can see, is my bobber. And it is moving a lot. So there has to be something there interested. Because it's not going to move by itself. So. I threw it pretty far away and it's coming back towards me, so that means something is interested in it, apparently. See what we pulled out of the deep. This is a huge lake, so who knows what the heck is living in here. A freaking hippo could be in here somewhere. Who knows? A whale. Who knows? Gonna cast a little deeper. Because gar, when they see people, they go deeper for some reason. So far I have nothing in sight. But we're gonna keep on trying until the mosquitoes suck me dry. Then I'll be forced to leave. But until then, I'm not gonna quit. Let me know if you guys got any questions. I will answer them the best I can. Some just jumped in the water. Probably an alligator or nutria, who knows? Who the heck knows? Somebody just did something just did a belly flop over on the other side. I'm not catching nothing right now at all. I'm not doing too great right now. Got the piece of shrimp on there, but nothing yet. Gonna throw out deeper. Maybe that will make a difference or not. I don't know. We will find out. Something has to be around here because I've been seeing a lot of YouTubers that I follow, and they've been putting a lot of gar fishing videos. So if they can catch them, we can catch them too. There's bugs everywhere around here. Freaking Bugs Fest over here. I see nothing but bugs, but I hear splashing, so don't think I'm going crazy. Not yet, anyway. I don't feel like I'm going crazy. I do hear a lot of splashing. And obviously, I don't think I'm imagining it. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm just going nuts or something. I don't know. But, yeah, I don't know. I have no idea what's going on, what's jumping over there. But whatever the heck is jumping doesn't want to eat my freaking shrimp. I'm going to throw right by the lily pads. Hopefully you guys can see that. Let's see, how great. Nah, it's too dark, you can't see it. Not sure if this has some kind of thing that you can make it right. I'm not sure. I'm still figuring out this whole live streaming thing. So I'm sure there's some button that you press and it makes it, the camera bright, or they, you know, stuff like that. But I don't know. Toward the bush. See what the heck is hiding in that freaking bush. I cannot see anything from here, but hopefully you guys can see it. I don't know. I can't hardly see the bobber because it's so far away. I have the light on the bridge on, but it does nothing. I still cannot see barely anything. Nothing biting at all. Just nothing biting. We just got a bunch of freaking plants, which I'm not trying to go plant fishing. I'm trying to go fishing for fish, not plants. Nothing has even touched the shrimp yet. Still perfectly whole right there. I think I'm tip wrapped. Yep, I am tip wrapped indeed. That sucks. Okay, that's all splashed right through. But I do hear like the gars, cause gars when they come up to get air, they make like bubbles and they make like you can hear them taking a breath. But I also hear like animals in the bush, which I don't want to get bit by anything. So I'm trying to go to the no freaking ER today. Don't think we're gonna catch anything today, so that sucks. But it is what it is. I'm gonna wait till one takes a breath and I'm gonna try again. The thing is, during the day you can see them coming up for a breath, crystal clear, but at night they have the advantage because they're nocturnal. And we, as non nocturnal humans, have the disadvantage because we cannot see in the dark very well. And I hear raccoon, I'm pretty sure. I hear something behind me. I have to have my freaking head on a swivel so that I don't end up in the freaking hospital. Oh dang it, now it's ruining the freaking plans. I wonder if I just take the bobber off, but I can get something that way. Maybe. It's worth a shot. It's worth a freaking shot to take off the bobber. Maybe going bobberless is the way. I'll answer your questions in a second, so give me a chance. Hi Carol, how are you? Why are you what? Why am I fishing at night, you mean? Cause I want to catch a gar from my 1,000-gallon pond. I want to catch a gar, and a few buddies of mine from YouTube have been telling me that the gar fishing has been good lately. They're starting to come out to find mates. So, oh, there's one right there. Darn, I just saw one pop up to take a breath. That's the thing too. They have to come out to breathe. So you have to see them. You know, when they come up, you obviously see them. So I'm freaking swallowing 20 million bugs right now, but it's worth it to catch a cool fish. I said hi, Carol. I hope you saw that. And if I pronounce your name incorrectly, I apologize because it is very dark and I can hardly see right in front of me, for lack of a better term. But yeah, they're definitely out today because I see a bunch like taking a breath. Because obviously cars are just like wheels, they gotta breathe in order to not die. If they don't breathe, then they drown. I know it sounds weird for a fish to drown, but for cars, it's actually possible. Just like eels, just like whales, just like dolphins, they all gotta come up to breathe. See what we can make happen. We got a bunch of fat shrimp right here. Just shrimp from Walmart. Nothing crazy. Put it right there on top of the dock. See if we can I usually use tilapia, but I actually didn't have any cut right now, so we're gonna be using shrimp for now. And Gar will pretty much eat anything that's meat related. Like there's not vegetarian, obviously, like fish, crickets, so eat all kinds of stuff. So pretty much anything that's meat, there's protein, they will eat. So if there is a gar out here, I will catch it with this shrimp. And they also eat shrimp naturally in the wild. They like little grass shrimp and stuff. Not the same kind of shrimp, but it's still shrimp. But they are out here somewhere. They're very slick today. I haven't gone gar fishing for about a year, so I am a little rusty too, so. There's something gigantic in that freaking tree. That is kind of creepy being out here at night, but you know what, it's fine. There's nothing out here that can kill me, so. I don't know if you guys hear that, but there's actually coyotes out there screaming right now, barking, whatever you want to call it. There's a bunch of coyotes around here. They're actually out there howling and chirping or whatever the hell they do. I love coyotes, but they're kind of crazy. I love all nature. I would never hurt an animal. Even if it hurt me, I would never hurt them. There's something that's interested in me over here behind me. I'm focusing on the fish and something is focusing on me. So we're gonna cast way out there. Because that way we have an advantage, because when you cast out further away from you with gar and bass and stuff, if they don't see you, they will bite. But if they see you, they will just hightail it. So you don't want them to see you, because when they do, they just all start disappearing. I'm so tired, but hopefully we'll catch something cool for you guys tonight. Ooh, I hope you guys heard that. There's something big over there. There's something massive over there. Oh, first gar, first gar, first gar. We have a gar, we have a gar, we have a gar. We have a gar interested in our bait. Let's just kind of tease him a little bit. Get him nice and comfortable. You gotta tease them a little bit so they become interested. Also, I never have fished with shrimp before. In fresh water and salt I have, but not in fresh. So, it's not a guarantee we're gonna catch something, because they're used to eating tilapia, not shrimp. So, if we leave empty-handed, well, I apologize, but at least I tried. I just gotta cut some tilapia tomorrow, and we'll try again tomorrow. Yeah, I just saw a big gar. So if everything goes according to plan, everything goes right, then we're gonna be adding another gar to the pond today. So we're gonna have a trio of largemouth bass and a trio of gar. So we're gonna have like a predatory trio there. So that's all the koi we have in there, the koi fish. Unfortunately, with the dudes, our big, huge, albino Oscar. We did lose our giant Oscar. Unfortunately, he, passed away. Read your guys' questions, because I cannot see poop in this freaking darkness. Feels like a haunted house out here. Hi, Source. How are you? I apologize if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, but it's very hard to see it at night. And, yeah, at night it's very difficult to see at night. So I do apologize if I screw up anybody's name or butcher anybody's name. I do apologize for that, but there's something small right there. I think it's a baby one, maybe. I don't know. Could be a baby gar, but they're all over the place though. I have seen at least two so far. So with gar fishing, when you see one, there's probably like 100, because they usually live like in huge groups. They're very social animals, so when you see one gar, I can guarantee there's gonna be more. Oh yeah, the bobber is definitely moving. That has to be a fish right there. There has to be a fish right under it. Unfortunately, I don't have the right hook to catch him, so it's gonna be pretty much pure luck. The idea here is to get them to come to the dock, like and before they bite the hook, reel the bait in close to the dock or the bridge or wherever you're fishing from. And then as they're getting ready to bite the hook, you scoop them with the net. That's perfect for them. It won't hurt them, and you get a perfectly healthy fish without breaking its mouth or anything like that. Because sometimes when you catch them with the rod, it'll break their mouth and then they die. So we don't want them to die, obviously. We want this guy to definitely survive. Not guaranteed, but that's usually a good bet. When you net the fish, it's a lot safer for the fish, and if you're gonna keep it as a pet, obviously you wanna have it be, unharmed. So you don't want, if it's for to keep as a pet, you don't wanna hurt the animal. Regardless, I obviously don't eat fish, but if you're gonna eat it, it doesn't matter. But I really don't eat fish, so I always try to be careful too when I catch it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying these night fishing lives. Something a little different, a little more difficult than daytime fishing, because at daytime fish with when you're daytime fishing, you can see what the heck you're doing at night. You're pretty much doing it blind. You're pretty much just guessing what you're gonna catch, which is not ideal. And the shrimp does not want to cooperate. That's a big fat piece right there. I mean, if they resist that, then they're just freaking buttloads, because I mean, that's a hard piece to resist. A big fat piece of shrimp to resist. I hear them jumping, I just don't see them anywhere, which is so annoying that I can't see them. Okay, we're gonna cast it there. Yeah, they're all over the place. I hear them in every corner jumping. I just gotta cast. The trick here is to cast, but cast a bit like far away from them. Because if you cast right on their head, then they get spooked and they disappear. So you want to cast ahead of them, not directly on them. If that makes any sense. Like, if you're gonna cast, don't cast like right in front of their face. You want to cast like ahead of where they are, so they don't get that freaked out and stuff. I'm gonna swallow so many freaking bugs tonight. I'm not gonna have to eat lunch tomorrow because I'm gonna be full of bugs tomorrow. If you guys got any more questions, let me know. Or anything that you wanna recommend to film or go live doing, or anything you guys want me to do, just let me know. Nothing else taking the bait yet. I mean, it still is kind of cold out. Maybe that's why they're kind of slowing down. But we're still gonna keep on trying till we can't try no more. Just gotta wait for them to surface for a breath, and then that's when you go in for the kill. Or when you cast on them, rather. Sometimes you'll cast and they just pop out of nowhere. Like you won't even see them coming. They'll just pop out of nowhere and you'll catch them in the next 2 seconds. But today they were being a little more cautious. Around January or February is usually when they're the most active. But actually, if you look right there, I don't know if you guys can see. Right there where my bobber is, as you guys can see right there, that little dot right there, a fish is actually trying to take it down. So that means that something is interested. And what comes out at night to eat shrimp? That would be a gar. So it's definitely a gar for sure. There's no doubt about that. The hard part here is to reel while you're netting at the same time. You have to reel with one hand and then net unless you have somebody else to help you with either reeling the fish in or netting them. But I'm pretty much on my own, so I have to double task, which I suck at doing. But for such a beautiful and amazing fish, it's still worth the struggle. You know, I forgot how to talk. I get nervous because I'm not used to being live that much yet. So, but yeah, like I'd rather struggle than not have the honor of catching such a beautiful fish. These fish used to swim with dinosaurs. I mean, that's how amazing they are. They're the like dinosaur fish from back in the day when cavemen and dinosaurs and all that stuff was around. Yeah, I got another bite there. I have another bite. Don't think the hook I have is gonna be big enough to hurt the fish. But the issue with that too is you don't hurt the fish's mouth, but it's also hard to hook them because their mouths are so hard. It's like trying to if you try to put a fish hook through a piece of concrete. That's pretty much what bars' mouths are. They're super hard to hook. It's one of the toughest fish in the world to catch, and that's obviously for that reason that their mouth is so hard. They're pretty much like made of armor almost. And the coyotes are going nuts. Everybody's howling dogs, neighborhood dogs, coyotes, everything. And I'll cast out deeper where I'm seeing the most life moving around. Gonna cast out there. Okay, we're gonna cast a little bit. No, that's too deep. I mean, not too deep, but it's too close to the lily pads. You don't want to cast around the vegetation because they will go under the vegetation and then you'll get all tangled and it's a disaster after. So you just want to stay away from the vegetation as much as possible. Um, yeah, because they know that if they go under there, the fight's over and they win. Sometimes you can even get away without using a hook. You just leave the line without a hook. That's an old trick they have learned a long time ago. You just get the line with no hook whatsoever, and you put a bobber, you tie a bobber to it a little high up, and when they swallow the shrimp or the tilapia, whatever the heck you're using, they don't realize that it's attached to a line, and you let them swallow it, the whole thing, without it won't hurt them or nothing. You just let them swallow the whole entire hook, and when they swallow the entire thing, you just reel them in with no hook, just a line, nothing but line. And by the time they're able to throw up the shrimp or tilapia, you get them with the net, and they're completely unharmed. So if you guys are want to try it out, you know that it works. There's not as many gars I thought there were gonna be out here, but they're still around. They're still out here. You can also take the bobber off and just throw the shrimp that hit the bottom of the lake, and they will go down to the bottom and just scoop it up. And then that way they don't feel the tension from the bobber, and they just let their guard down, and you catch them easier too. There's a lot of movement there, but just nothing taking it. A lot of movement, but nothing that's taking the bait. I've had a couple of bites, but nothing that obviously got hooked. So if it doesn't get hooked, it don't count. That's a good throw. That's a good little throw. See, every time I throw it deeper, I get more attention, but it puts me in a disadvantage because the further the line is thrown, the longer it takes to get to where I am. So in that time, they can obviously, they can obviously spit the hook out or the shrimp or whatever. So that's not an ideal thing to have happen. But I do have something biting it right now. There's also clown knives in here, which are also predatory fish as well. So we can catch one of those. Those are obviously nocturnal. We can catch any kind of catfish. Who knows what the heck is in here? Eels. Who knows? We have all kinds of weird stuff in here. This is basically a swamp. It's not even a lake. It's like a giant swamp. I feel like if I had tilapia on, I would have gotten a bite like an hour ago, but it's fine. We're gonna work with what we have. Something is like moving it a lot. Either that or I'm just hallucinating. I feel like I'm not hallucinating yet. Maybe it's all the blood loss, all the losing so much blood because of the mosquito bites. I don't know. There's a bunch of noise. That's the thing. I'm not sure those are if the noise is cars or raccoons or what the heck it is. But I'm sure it's probably spooking them too. So it's cast way out there. Sometimes they'll go super deep to not get caught, but it's alright. Maybe I'll even catch something cooler than the car. Who knows? Sometimes if you give like a little tug, they will get excited too. So sometimes a little tug, just like you would do with a largemouth bass or a peacock bass, you give it like a little tug, and they will be tricked into thinking it's a live prey. Alright guys, I hate to say I hate to quit, but I'm gonna have to quit in a few because the mosquitoes are swallowing me alive. They're freaking sucking my blood out completely. See, there's so many splashes, like what the heck? So weird, and I can't see any. I haven't physically saw any. I just saw like a head pop up, but I haven't seen like the whole frame of the animal yet today. I'm just gonna cast the air away where they're apparently jumping at. Got something rustling back behind the bushes. Some kind of animal fight. I don't know. They're not very happy though, whatever the heck it is. I'm gonna try without the bobber now, real quick. I'm gonna try without the bobber, because that trick sometimes works as well. So I'm gonna try taking off the bobber. We're gonna take this dang bobber off. I don't know what the heck I'm seeing anymore. I'm so freaking like delusional from blood loss from the mosquitoes. We're gonna just go shrimp alone. We're gonna just go by it, shrimp by itself. Hopefully you guys can see that. There you go. Just a shrimp. No bobber. The bobber is right here. Right here's the bobber. Gonna take it off. Toss it to the side. And hope and pray that we catch something. And I don't leave empty handed. And I don't look like I don't know how to fish. Because that would suck. I mean, who wants to look like they don't know how to fish? Nobody. That's who. Okay. First throw with no bobber on. First bobberless throw. Let's see what the heck happens here. Sometimes they'll see it, they're going down slowly, sinking down slowly, and they'll just destroy it right away. So hopefully that happens. Or sometimes you don't get anything. So sometimes when you let it sink, they will go down to the bottom. Even though they're not catfish, they're gar, but they will still eat from the bottom. Mine do it all the time, so it's not unusual for that to happen. Or sometimes you catch nothing. Let's throw it where we got the bite before. See if that does something for us. That's where I got the most bites thus far, so hopefully you guys enjoy these kinds of live. I'm just trying to do what I'm passionate about, and in the hopes that you guys enjoy it as well. And if you don't, well, let me know what I should change, what you guys want to see from my channel. You guys tell me and I will do it. Yeah, there's that raccoon just fighting back there. That's crazy. We got a big old animal fight back there. Okay, well, I don't think we're gonna catch anything, guys, so we're just gonna have to quit for now. I have like 20 million mosquito bites. Yeah, I'm just gonna feed these extra shrimp to my fish, call it a night, go get some rest. And thank you so much for everybody who joined me, for everybody who commented, any of you who subscribed. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I love every single one of you guys. And I will see you guys next time. We're not gonna quit. We're gonna catch some cool fish for our pond this year. And when next year we're only gonna make cooler content, hopefully. So I will see you guys next time. Have a great night. Have a blessed night. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.